It's been a busy week off the field at St Andrews, with Blues manager Gary Rowett making moves for both Diego Fabrini and Ryan Shotton.
Yeah, again, we've had excellent backing from the club. I think our plan all the way along has been probably around this January window. You know, in terms of the loan money, in terms of holding fire on one or two deals, so we can build up what we're able to do. But yeah, listen, I think, like I said, Panos and the club have been really supportive in backing what we're doing, and that's great for us because we're in a very good position, as we know. It doesn't mean that we're going to stay in that position. We've got to work incredibly hard to do that, but it means we've got a chance and we've got some options going forward. So Diego was very, very high up on that list. I think because John Terrell's been amazing in that position for us, but I just think at this stage, you know, John's an Arsenal player, but chances are he's probably going to be trying to get into their team, such as his form with us. So long term, it's a bit of long term planning, but also gives us different options going forward. I think Ryan is the type of player that just something a little bit different to what we've got. You know, he can cover 2 or 3 positions across the back line. He's got some good experience in the Premier League with Stoke, and slightly differently to what we've got, he's got some real size and power and presence. So again, gives us different options for different games. So we're really pleased. Again, it doesn't mean, you know, you don't win games, you don't win things based on your recruitment in January, but what it does is it builds your squad up to a point where you can certainly be very competitive. It's obviously up to me now to manage those amounts of players. But no, we're really pleased, and again, thankful for the club to try to keep us moving in the right direction. If a team's not doing well, it's very hard to convince people to try to invest in it, you know. But at the moment, we're going well. There's a lot of positivity around the place. We kind of want to bottle that a little bit at the moment and keep it going. I mean, you know, there's not a finite end to that positivity. Of course, that's based on results, but we're trying to do everything we can at the moment to do that. And you have to remember as well, we've been through periods this year where we've lost Clayton, we've lost Cottrell, we've lost Damari Gray, but I think part of that process was always, you know, if Damari was going to go, you know, we've had a little bit of forward thinking of you know, this is what we might be able to spend, and therefore we've been able to plan for these periods and try to maintain what we're doing.
The manager hopes midfielder Michael Kieftenbeld recovers from a knock in time for Saturday's match.
Yeah, everyone's available. The only ones with Michael Kieftenbeld's had a knock on his hip, but he picked up another knock last game, managed to get through the game once again for the second game in a row. Just about to take him off, got the sub ready, and he scores a worldie of a goal. So I'll have to be careful of, if he does start, what time I try to take him off, depending on when we need the next goal. So he's one that we'll monitor. He's trained this morning, but not necessarily 100%. But he's a tough lad, and I'm pretty sure that he'll be available and get through it.
Now the Blues boss looks ahead to a tricky trip to Ashton Gate.
Yeah, I think it's always difficult to scout a team that you know, have got different people in charge. I know obviously John and Wade have been there anyway, but I'm sure bring very different ideas to the table. You know, for example, John's a person that has played a diamond quite a few times when he's took over at places or in his youth coaching days. They've played 5 at the back when Steve was there consistently. They played 4 at the back in the last few games, so it's quite difficult to know exactly what they're going to do. So I think we go for a generalised view of them, and we know that what we do know is we know they're going to be right up for it. We know they're going to start with real tempo. Anyone who watched them in a cup game against West Brom, anyone who watched them beat Middlesbrough for the second time this season, I might add as well. So we know they're a team capable of good things. Lee Tomlin was a player that, if we were to bring a loan player and couldn't get our permanent, we would have liked on board. So we know what he's capable of as well. So we've got to be mindful of that. But the great bit about our group is that they're pretty humble. You know, we won't be going to Bristol. We'll still probably go to Bristol thinking like we're the underdogs. And that's the mentality of the group. You know, we'll go there, work hard and see if we can get something.